Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. Now in this tutorial we're going to look at how to draft the tube bustier. So it's going to be like a two-in-one class because we're going to look at how to draft the tube bustier and also how to draft the bustier with yoke, because it's basically the same thing. If you want a yoke, you input a yoke, and if you don't want the yoke, it becomes a tube bustier. So this pattern that I'm working with is the underbust for this pattern is 34 inches. I'm working with underbust circumference of 34 inches. So 34 divided by 4 is going to give me 8.5. So I'll mark that 8.5 here, and then measure what I have left. And on this pattern I have it to be 1.75. So 1.75, I'm going to put the smaller figure on the center front side. I'm going to put the 0.75 here. I'll input it here. Then I'm going to bring the 1 inch here, or you can choose to do 0.5 here and bring 1.25 here. It all depends, but this is also okay like so. So as usual, I'm going to come with my curve and create that curve there. Try to minimize as much curve as possible, always like so. Then on the side front, I'll repeat the same process like so. Okay, and then a straight line to connect it back. Now I'm going to bring my red marker to make it visible, which is like so. And this. Okay. Now, for us to create the tube bustier here, you're going to determine how deep you want your cleavage to be. So now you have to measure it on your client. You can take the measurement from the neck bone, the bone just under the neck here, and then you measure how deep you want it to come down. Probably 6, 7. It all depends on your client, the person you are working for, or your measurement. So for this pattern, I'm going to do 7.5 from the shoulder. I'm going to do 7.5 from the shoulder, yes. And that is as good as going up 2 inches from the chest line. So just like so. So I'm going to rule that line out like this. Like so. Now the next thing is to come to the shoulder here. The shoulder here is 4.25, which is 2.125, and then I'm going to bring it down to the bust apex as usual, just like so. Now I'm going to mark these lines out with my red marker because this is the alteration. Okay. Now the next thing is for us to tighten our over bust. So this is called under bust tightening. Then this is our over bust. So we're going to tighten the under bust. And the reason for tightening this over bust is if you're making a tube blouse now, so that when your client bends down, probably to pick something or just bend down, the breast, sorry for using that word, is not going to pop out of the blouse. So we need to tighten it so that it will be firm on the body. So you can tighten it by 0.5, and you can as well tighten it by 0.75. It all depends on how fitted you want, how tight you want it to be. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be using 0.5 on each side, and then I'm going to come with my straight ruler and connect it straight to my bust apex, like so. Okay, and we have that there. Now the next thing is we have to create that sweetheart neckline. So it depends on how deep you want it to be. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch from these 2 inches that I went up by from the chest line. I'll come down from that 2 inches by another 1 inch so that I can create that effect there. Like so. Okay, so you can make it deeper, it depends on what you want. Okay, depends on how deep you want it to fall. So this is it. Like so. Okay, and I just wanted to have some kind of curve up there. So from the armhole here, I'm going to come down by 0.5 and just create a little curve there, just to give it the round shape there. So now this is this, if we cut it out now, you're going to see that from this part down here is our tube bustier. And if you want to make something that that requires a yoke, from here like this, like so, is the yoke part of this blouse. Okay, so this now is the yoke, and then you can alter your neckline to however you want it to be. And this is the tube. So I'm going to cut it out for you to see. Also, there is something else I want us to see, which is closing up this dart here to see if your lines match, and if they don't, then you have to correct it. So for my pattern here, you see they match. I have them to be equal here, like so. So I don't have any issue with that piece. So I'm going to cut it out now. Now for the back, if your yoke, most times if you're making something, this could be, if you're using Ankara fabric, this can be Ankara fabric, and then this can be either net, your illusion net, or a lace. So if your lace is to extend to the back, if you want your lace to extend to the back, you determine also how much you want your back to drop. I went up by 2 inches for the front on the chest line, so I'm going to repeat the same process for the back also, like so, like so. And the same way also, you measure out your shoulder, which is 4.25, and that's going to give me 2.125, like so. And then I'll connect it like this down. Let me mark it out for you to see, please. Okay. I think there was an omission here. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and then I'm going to also tighten my back, let's say 0.25, 0.25 on both sides, so it's very fitted on the body. Okay, like so. And I'll also come down by 1 inch, again bring my curve and just create it depends on how you want and create my curve, like so. So this is now my back. I can choose to just close up the dart and leave it like that, or I can choose to separate this into two. This side becomes my center back, and this side becomes my side back. So I can either choose to just close the dart and leave it as one piece, or I can decide to cut it out and separate it into two. Now for my yoke also, I can decide to use everything here like so for my yoke. And if I don't want that, I can simply just pick out this for my yoke. And also you just have to play around with your yoke. But since we have the front yoke to be on full shoulder, we are going to be using everything here for the back yoke. So also I'll cut this out now for you to see also. Like so. So this is my back. So this will be my yoke for the back, and this is the yoke for front. Okay. So with this now, we have come to the end of today's class. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.